Don't touch my hair.
I can't help it.
You better help it. Better be helping it right now.
I love your hair color.
Oh my God.
I do. It's one of my favorite hair colors in the world.
That doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. No.
It literally makes sense. When your beauty is unparalleled. Unparalleled. So what is this show you got me watching this morning?
I don't got you watching nothing.
I
don't got you watching nothing.
Well, I can't help it when you can commandeer the whole television.
But you weren't even in here.
It wasn't bad.
Exactly. So you weren't in here, ergo you weren't watching the show. What? Just being honest. It's called The Wilds. Robin's here. Good morning. Sarah's here, says hello, peoples. Hi, Sarah. Gigi's here, says good morning, Mr. and Mrs. How are you doing today? Doing great. Sylvia's here, says hello, good morning. How is everybody?
Good morning.
Doing great.
It is Monday. People have told me.
Yeah.
So
it is Monday. Who are these people that are talking to you so early in the morning?
You're one of them.
Oh, okay. Now I better be the only one. Unless you're talking about Rod Smith on Get Up.
I mean, Google response.
Oh, okay. All right. Because you're supposed to be talking to nobody but me. Ever in life, ever again. Aaron's here. Good morning. Beth is here. Says good morning, everyone. Good to see you, Beth.
Good morning, all.
Yes. Tammy's here. Says good morning, everyone. Ooh, with the freezing person. It is pretty cold outside. It is cooler than it was yesterday. It was in the 50s yesterday. That wasn't bad at all. Good morning, Cynthia. Melissa's here. Says good morning, WAC fam. Hope everyone is doing well.
It is a wonderful Monday morning.
I am doing well. So yeah, yesterday randomly started The Wilds on Amazon Prime. It is about these teenage girls that get
into the wilds.
No. First of all, that is the name of a Broadway musical.
Attacked by the wild.
No, it's like a plane crash. They get trapped on a deserted island. That's where I was going with. So it's like a mixture between Lost, The Hunger Games,
Home Alone.
Not Home Alone.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, this is my granny. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. Well, thanks. I'll get them later. Okay, bye. She said we can have those sweatshirts.
And that she was just joking.
I
clearly.
I honestly took them back. I mean, the way that clothes are getting damaged in our house, I wouldn't want nothing to happen to them. You guys, can I show you the weirdest thing ever that happened? So.
Maybe we need to change the storing method. I don't know. That is extremely. I would like to get those shirts back.
So, this morning, I went to go put on a shirt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was going to put on this shirt because it is from my MBA program back in UK when I was in college. And I like it. Mm-hmm. Only for me to unfold it and to see the back of it. And this is what happened to the back of it. Like, you guys, there is a full hole right here. There is like a gouge right here. And then like, well, no, only right here is the letter is peeling off. There isn't a hole in the shirt, just peeling off. Like, WTF happened to this shirt? Like, nobody knows. We don't know.
You took it out of the dryer?
But I feel like I would have seen it when I folded it. Like,
but maybe you just want to look. I don't know.
Maybe I just looked at the front of it and then I just folded. There's just no way I would have not seen that. Like, I don't know, you guys. Like,
it's just more than a decade.
Something is no holes just don't appear in shirts. No. Like slight snags, maybe tears. There is a hole in that shirt.
That is also true.
Jeffrey said the Rams didn't win yesterday. Who did the Rams play?
The Seahawks, right?
Yes, they didn't win. Well, I like the Seahawks, though. So, oh, no, Rams. Aaron said, I finished that a couple days ago. Watched it in 2 nights. Not sure how I feel about it yet. Cool. I don't know how many episodes there are. I'm on episode 4. So, I don't really like how this feels like it's set on based on a book because of how quickly it's moving. Mm-hmm. B, I don't like how self-aware and introspective the teenagers are, because I feel like teenagers are rarely like that in real life. So it's like the fact that they're able to have this overarching view of what's really important and significant. It's just you wouldn't be thinking that, so that's how I feel.
It's a wonderful story told differently.
Yes. Sylvia said, yeah, I saw a preview of that show. Wonder if it's worth watching. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but I enjoy shows that aren't necessarily good. Mm-hmm. Just they're just things I get into watching.
10 minutes I seen when I walked through the room.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. He says, good morning. Hey, you guys. That's from the Goonies, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Melissa D said, morning, good weather's off to a productive start this morning. Who am I? I know, right? I wish I was too. Not so much. I've kind of become obsessed with this TV show. Like last night, once again, maybe it's because I took a nap, but I tried to get in bed at 10 o'clock and it just did not work. And by 10:30, I was up and I watched 2 more episodes of The Wilds until after midnight. And even then, still wasn't really tired, but then Richard came to bed and we talked for a little bit and then he went to sleep. And I was like, well, still not tired, but I eventually, yeah, I know you're snoring. So yeah. Then I know, Ram. No, because I was still awake. Gail says, good morning, Autumn and Richard. Harris here says, good morning, family. Hi, Harry. Glad you're here. Joy said, good morning on break. Yep, they still have me in the candy aisle. Oh, Jennifer says, good morning, everybody from cold Florida. I know, right? Cynthia said, can you patch it? Maybe, probably. That's what Richard suggested. I'm not that person.
She's a baby with the bathwater.
This shirt is ruined. I'm just going to now take it.
Psychologically, she can never wear that.
Take it out of my shirt rotation. So I do have a pile of T-shirts.
There are ways you can repair shirts.
No. She's like, no. And it'd be different if this was one of the only one of 6 shirts that I have, but I have literally 50 T-shirts. So I'm not going out of my way to make sure I can wear this one again. It doesn't matter that much. But I am going to
so they make the little iron-on stickies.
Put it in the pile of nostalgic T-shirts that I just don't happen to wear anymore. So I'm not throwing it away or anything. I'm just not wearing it anymore. So Dana's here, says hi, Whack fam. Yes, and I'm more upset that I have no idea what happened. It'd be different if I knew what happened. Oh man, I ripped the shirt in it. That sucks. The thing of
is because it's so hard on the number. That maybe just over time it frayed, and this last time you dried it, it's just
But I would have been able to see some sort of wear and tear, it's thinning in that spot, before, but this is just a sheer rip. Sarah said, I highly doubt holes appear in a shirt in that particular spot without a cause. I know, right? Melissa said, has anyone watched Big Sky? I want to watch that while I'm off. No, I haven't seen Big Sky. Is that the one where the kids are the 2 girls are kidnapped?
Yeah, I think it's on ABC.
Yeah, no, I haven't changed or haven't watched that. Deluxeny's here. Diane says, I love Murder, She Wrote. All 12 seasons are on Peacock. Basically, that'll be my vacation.
Wow, that's back in time.
He said maybe wear a white T-shirt under it. Yeah, I'm just gonna wear it with the hole, but my body will be covered.
Stitching and stuff. There are ways you can repair that. There's a little.
I'm not interested in repairing my shirt, but thank you. Thank you so much for the suggestion.
It would look like nothing happened if you just take your time.
Mom's here. Says greetings and salutations. Not interested in taking my time and lining it up perfectly. Nope. No. So,
oh my God.
Gigi says, Melissa, I have absolutely nothing planned today. So, rest it will be. Yeah, I have to go to the shop. And we've got to snake our kitchen drain or our bathroom drain because the sink is messed up. It started being messed up on Christmas, and it's gotten progressively worse. So we got to figure out what's going there. But yeah, I'm just going to the shop, and then when I get home, I'll see if I want to work anymore. But probably not. I don't want to work this week. I only want to do the work that I have to do, right? Okay. Which is only a couple hours a day. So. I know, right? So I'm working on.
As long as it's not repairing shirts.
No, good. That's not work I have to do. Jennifer said, "Did you watch the new Wonder Woman? What platform is that on? Disney? No, it's not Disney Plus.
HBO Max.
HBO Max. Mm-hmm. No, we did not. Is that something that you want to see?
Yeah, I can wait.
No, yes. So no, we did not see it. We have no plans to see it in the near future. So like when it, like maybe if it comes out on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Disney Plus. Okay.
It'll come out on HBO.
Oh yeah, I forget. HBO Max is one of those streaming.
It won't ever leave HBO Max.
No, so it's maybe not. He said, I'm excited. I have a doctor's appointment to find out if I'm able to get a hearing aid. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh. Do you know, I don't remember having my hearing checked like past the pediatrician's office. Like, does anybody remember going to the pediatrician's office and like they literally put that thing in your ear and it's like boop, 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 like all the different hearing.
That's how you get your hearing tested.
Boop. I know, right? But I remember, it's crazy that I remember that. And I remember going to the pediatrician and they had like a sick side and a well side, you know, like depending on why you were going there. Like,
wait, what? I don't remember that part.
Yeah, well, no, my pediatrician did. Gail said, Autumn, I watched some of your older videos last night. One was about a boy band, and the two others were from 2017, Full Days of Eating. That's awesome. It was probably a reaction video to like the evolution of boy bands or something like that. I remember that video. That group did okay. They were just, it was all too one note to me. Like
I was going to say,
but yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about my old YouTube videos lately. Aww. Just about the types of content that I want to make moving forward. Aww. So I know, right?
I'm so sweet.
Jennifer said, I saw it because it's free for me on HBO Max, AT&T. Awesome. Apparently, I hear that we have HBO Max, at least a trial of it. No, but we have HBO. You said that if you subscribe to HBO through your cable service provider, you automatically have HBO Max?
I don't know. It might change something.
Okay, well then if we do or don't, regardless, no, that's not really on our radar to watch.
It's like a free week or something like that. Every stream.
Aaron says we're leaving for Orlando tomorrow morning. My grandma rented a house for our close fam. First time we've all been together since Grandpa died this past September. Oh, well, I'm glad that you'll be able to spend some time with your family.
Nice big house and be socially distanced and still be able to spend time with family.
Yes, exactly. Gail said amazing. Yes, that was it. It was the evolution of boy bands. Yeah, I remember that. Those boys did good. It wasn't anything too special. So
they have evolved.
With the boy bands. Oh yeah.
So there has been an evolution of what?
He said, I've been deaf in my left ear since I was 2 years old and was told that a hearing aid would not help. But a few weeks ago, I took a hearing test and was able to hear out of that ear. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. Wow. Like
the human body.
I wonder what sound, like, I wonder how it feels differently to be able to like hear things, I guess, in like stereo, like out of two, you know, like it's kind of like covering one of your eyes. It's just like you can still see, but your depth perception is really off, you know? Yeah. That's so interesting. I'm so excited for you, Heath. I really hope that works out. Joyce said, well, got to go. Have a wonderful day, WAC fam. Oh, we'll see you later, Joyce. Good luck in the candy aisle.
Enjoy the candy aisle. Make a couple of laps, maybe.
Rashana said, Grand Rising and happy Monday, hashtag WAC fam. How's everyone? I am doing new hire orientation with our new employees, but got a minute to pop in and say hi. Well, you better teach them kids everything you know. That's great.
Each one teach one.
I know, right? Beth said we watched Wonder Woman. It was I figure DC be like that, you know how it is.
I think the key is with movies like that, you want to see the I think that they said that there wasn't enough Wonder Woman on screen. Like it was more of the other story.
It was more like the human interest part, not enough superhero.
I think people want now start off with a bang, continue with that bang, then end with a bigger bang.
Yeah, the whole movie should be a bang, basically. Yes. No, we're just not really super into DC. And especially if we have to go out of our way to see it. Like if it was on something like a streaming service we already have, it might be like, oh, let's watch it, you know, but you know.
I would definitely have watched it if it were on something we already have.
Yes. Dee said the first Wonder Woman was also mess, so not expecting this one to be any better. I mean,
I like her story. Again, DC has great stories. They just don't really know how to tell them cinematically quite well.
No, what was it? What is it called when they all get together? The Justice League. No, I saw that meme because I saw the Justice League, the first one, I guess. Mm-hmm. And that meme was just like, hey, man, have you seen the Justice League? And the other guy was like, I tried watching it, but it was just too dark. And then it's like, oh, man, like the deep story of violence stuff. He was like, no, the movie was literally too dark. I couldn't see it. And I was like, that's That's exactly how I felt. I said, why is this movie so dark? Everything is blue.
You know, they're remaking the Rob Schneider, the original directors, HBO Max again. Is spending millions. I think they spent like 60, 70 million to reshoot everything, and they're re-editing
with the same people.
Yeah, well, everything's already done. Yeah, they're just making it different and putting stuff in different places and adding effects. They're like he's basically making a whole new movie, but the same movie.
Why?
I don't know, money, stuff.
To lose more of it? I mean, why would you do that? But either way, I found that I found that joke so funny. I was like, because the movie was so dark. It's one of those movies, like, we could not watch it in this daylight. Because everything has to be completely dark. Theater. It was so dark.
That was the thing they were going for.
It's almost, yes, but it was almost unwatchable. Like, there's a sign. In your mind, you remember Superman and differently. You don't want to see him all dark and brutish. You want to see him like, hey, yes. Like uplifting and triumphant. No, man.
Or his brother.
April said, good morning, everyone. Hi, April. Glad that you're here. So,
well, like I said, they got great stories. So if you just take your time and tell the story, everybody has a great story to tell. But back to the Wilds.
Oh.
That story
is regular. I mean, just a bunch of teenage girls, like, from different backgrounds and different places. And I'm just like,
I thought it was like a female Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, so did we.
I read the Lord of the Flies.
Never heard of it, to be honest. So, why is it called Lord of the Flies, though? Well, they're humans. They're not flies.
Yeah, but I think the story is about a shipwrecked bunch of athlete, a little boy.
I get that. Where do the flies come in?
Well, because they're actually shipwrecked and they have to survive on an island together. So cliques form and you're supposed to unify. Then bands off, and then they start attacking them, and it becomes like a whole crazy.
Did that describe to me at all why it is called Lord of the Flies? I just want to know if I was supposed to be able to tell from that answer.
I mean, I'm assuming because flies go all over the place and do stuff. I'm sure there's a reason in the book. I didn't remember that part.
So you don't know why it's called Lord of the Flies. I would have much rather heard that. What are you saying, though? I don't know. Chris is here. Says, hey, everybody, just made it to work. You're right. I'm glad that you're here. Chris said, did just watch Wonder Woman 1984 last night. I thought it was pretty good. That's good. The pig. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Chris said the pig carcass was covered in flies. Was there a pig carcass that was the central theme of the movie?
It's been a long time.
I don't know.
But that might make sense. That is true. Because I know there was a conch. Like everybody, whoever had the conch on top of you had the conch.
What's a conch?
Like the shell.
The shell, the horn, like a
so
shell.
You had to do that. I know that was a big part of it.
And okay.
They nastily got rid of the boy who held the conch. It was a trippy book, okay? I don't recommend reading in the daylight. Okay? Reading in the daylight. It weirded me out.
Yeah, no, I mean, so this is like that. Bunch of teenage girls, at first they're assuming that they're going to be rescued. And then they're like, oh, we might have to figure out some sort of civilization here. They're still at the point where they're trying to get rescued. So only one of them really cares about shelter and fresh water and food.
You get a lot of lost vibes. You get a lot more lost than anything else out of the show, I think. Don't you?
Yeah.
Like the vibes of it, other than the narration and stuff. It's like,
yes, I get lost.
Lost on the island.
Yeah, but see, also, I feel like there's also conspiracy to it as well.
So it is lost
because in the beginning it's like, oh no, these people's plane crashed, and then at the end of Lost, you're just like, wait a minute, there's something else going on here. Like that's what there is too. It's like, whoa, there's something else going on here too. So that's where I'm interested in seeing what's going on.
Learning stuff.
Chris said, let's get the easy part out of the way first. The Lord of the Flies is what Simon, I'm sure a character, ends up calling the severed pig's head. Presumably because it's covered in flies. So calling the book Lord of the Flies brings the boy's primitive violence front and center. Oh, he Googled it. Awesome.
I know that was
Lord of the Flies. Ooh, primitive violence front and center. I feel like we're about to unleash some primitive violence. Some of these girls got it within them.
They had a show, they had a movie, and the book was...
Sarah said it's probably because they're dropping like flies with all that tribal killing. Oh, or that. Dad, how many boys was there? Because on this show,
it was
on
like 15 to 20.
Oh, okay. On the Wilds, there's only 8 of them, so it's not that.
It was a whole you had whole tribes of it was fun and crazy.
Yeah. Chris said my favorite episode of The Simpsons ever was when they were on the way to a model UN school thing and did a Lord of the Flies episode. I've never seen a complete episode of The Simpsons. It's just one of those things that I've never
in your whole life
that I've never watched all the way through. Yeah, so I know, right?
Oh my goodness!
With the wife's voice with the blue hair, she kind of gets on my nerves. Like Marge, is that her name? Yeah, it's just because Lisa's the girl. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, homie. Or something like that.
Homie. Did she call him homie?
Yeah, it was Homer. It's short for Homer.
She calls him homie though?
Sometimes. You've never watched it?
I've literally never watched an episode. Oh my God. Chris said, I totally did a model United Nations back in high school. See, I never did anything like that. I never did anything besides the orchestra. I never did anything for school, like outside of school. I was never in quick recall, never on student government, or anything where you had to travel. So I didn't play sports teams. So I didn't do anything outside of school hours, except for we used to go to the mall and play, at the mall. Teenager. Yeah. But that was during school hours, so.
Wait, what?
Not play. I'm in the orchestra.
Oh, okay.
During Christmas, we used to go to the mall and play at the mall during school hours. So
sweet.
Aaron said, did they make it into a movie or was it just a book? Lord of the Flies?
It was a movie. It was both.
Apparently it was a movie. So
because I vividly remember the kids the one that died from the conch.
Ooh, oh.
Very nasty.
Chris says it looks like there was a 1963 movie and a 1999 movie. So
I saw the 63 one.
Oh, dark.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Really, really missed it.
Ooh.
I didn't know they made a remake.
Jessica said, just to be clear, it's a nickname for Homer, not like my hubby is the homie. I know, that's what I'm saying. He's the homie.
That's her
nickname.
Homie. Not like a rapper.
That's what I'm saying.
That's Homer chopped up.
That's pretty funny, though. I mean, I could definitely see where Homer, as a term of endearment, would be
on their Valentine's Day episodes or something like that.
Yes. What would I call you? Oh, Richie.
Aww.
Yeah. I don't like it. Homie the Clown. Exactly, Heath. He don't play that. That's exactly what I was thinking. So, Homie does not play that. Yes.
Literally
and figuratively. And so, I've gotten really big, I guess, with certain names. In my life, as I've grown up, I've gotten really big on not calling people by their nicknames and calling them their actual names. Granted, not any of you people, okay? I love your nicknames, but people in my real life, my uncle, for instance, everybody has those people in their family who they just call random names like Pookie and Man, things like that. What is that? What is your name? My uncle Jeff, everyone in my family calls him Scotty because his middle name is Scott. And I didn't know his name was Jeff until I was a teenager, I just called him Uncle Scotty. But when I learned that his name was Jeff, I was just like, I'm going to call you Uncle Jeff. Now, granted, I could say if his name is Jeffrey, you could make the point where I should call him Uncle Jeffrey, but I call him Uncle Jeff. I don't call him by his middle name. And so it's just
you don't call him Jeffrey either?
I call him Uncle Jeff, exactly. But
the
thing is, But so the thing is, my best friend, White Richard, when I first met him, I called him Rich. Most everybody in his life calls him Rich. And then one day I was just like, can I just call you Richard? And it's I'm one of the only people in his life that calls him Richard. Everyone else still calls him Rich. And my little brother William, everybody calls him Billy. I'm not calling him Billy. I call my little brother William. It's just
family's birth certificate.
William. Okay. That's his name. That's the boy's name. Mama named Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
I never knew those surnames where he literally changes the whole name. It's like William. Where's the B?
Exactly.
That's you can.
Chris, Google that. How is Bill a nickname for William?
I'm pretty sure it's a stupid reason.
Yes. Beth said, LeVar said to me a few weeks ago, Oakley Dokley. And I looked at him like WTF and told him to never say that again. No adult should ever say that, and we'll keep it a secret. Apparently, it's from The Simpsons.
Ned
I've
Flanders.
heard. See, I've heard Oakley in real life, but maybe it was a joke at that point.
Well, The Simpsons have been out for
30 years. Exactly.
People have been born in The Simpsons.
Rashana said, "Okay, have a good day. Well, have a good day with your training, with your little." What do they call like cadets or whatever?
I was really big on. See, I was on The Simpsons on the ground floor. See, I was on The Simpsons. I was a Simpsons fan when they were the subject of the Tracy Ullman show. The Simpsons literally came on like the last 5 minutes of a Tracy Ullman show at like 11 o'clock at night, and I stayed up just to watch that. So I was like, "Yay!" And it was horribly drawn, but it was funny and goofy. And then when I found out they actually get a show, I was like, "Oh yeah!" So I was from the ground floor, and then I was like, "Okay." And then
it got too big, and he started hating.
2 decades later, well, no, not that. Just the stories ran out.
Yeah,
like, there's only so many things.
And I don't like how they're not older, right? They're still the exact same age.
Oh, yeah. But I'm like, now they just repeat the stories.
He said, "Speaking of nicknames, I have an Uncle Dingbat." So I can't remember his actual name.
To be fair, that's t-shirt worthy.
My best friend Ho has like an uncle brother because his mother called her brother. Like that was what she called him. She never called him by his actual name. She would just call him brother. So when she had kids, that was their uncle, so they knew him as Uncle Brother. You know, exactly. Yeah, I know, right? Chris said, "How is Jack a nickname for John?" Exactly. Like I didn't know people called the president Jack Kennedy. Look, I thought that was his name. I didn't know. It was just like I thought they were two separate people.
No, me too.
Like I knew Jack Kennedy. I knew the president was John F. Kennedy. I was like, wait a minute, they're the same person.
Yeah, I never even thought about
it's probably a British thing. Hello, governor. I know, right? Don't get Richard started on Hello, governor.
Don't get you started.
Gigi said the same way Peggy is a nickname for Margaret. Is it? I know Maggie is a nickname for Margaret.
What the heck? How many nicknames Margaret get? What about Pegulous? Does she get a nickname?
Pegulous, Peggy, exactly. Pegulous is real name. And her name is Pegulous. But
yay! We're fighting for you, Pegulous. You deserve that.
Aaron says, "Remind me of a TikTok I saw recently where this girl said she had no idea her granddad's name was Marvin. Everybody called him Paul, but she thought they were saying Paul. Like, no, his name was Marvin."
To be young.
That's pretty funny. So, Jessica said, "LOL, that's like when I didn't know my dad's first name isn't Alex after I looked at my birth certificate and found to find the name of birth. Like, Dad, why didn't I know this?" Yeah, exactly. I mean, people don't know, I guess in your real life, like until you get to a certain age. And then I think that's when you find out the people's names in your family, like grandmama, like my granny, like grandmama, like once you find out like, oh, your name's Mary, then like we call her Mary sometimes, but she's like, don't call me Mary. But it's like
she's from that old school, man.
But I've learned, but you learn quickly, like when you're just like in the store and you yell mom, like everybody turns around, every mom turns around. So if you're like Christina, like, and especially like, when family gatherings, when it's like so busy, say the person's name. Cynthia said his Ho-Ho's real name, Ho-Ho. Now that's pretty funny because I just talked about how I used not nicknames in people's life. No, his name is Jordan. That's my best friend's name.
She has standards, right?
There's just holes. It's a Swiss cheese logic, okay? Yes. There's holes.
But she'll grill you if you step on one of the not Swiss cheesy holes.
I know, right? But see, I was always sad because I never had a nickname. Like, with my group of friends.
You was always sad over that?
Well, yeah, because everyone...
Give yourself a nickname.
No, exactly. That's what they said. Like, what do you want us to call you? I was like, no, a nickname is... You're not supposed to make it up yourself. Like, it's supposed to just be something that, like, people call you.
You can control that narrative. You definitely don't want to nickname yourself something you don't want, because that'll stick.
No.
It's like, hey, big eyeball. Like, oh, man. That's how I call me. Call me Lisa. Don't call me big eyeball.
You're right. I mean... No, if I would I tell you this. No, you know what? That's kind of funny though, because in high school, only a few people did it, but they called me Boots because they were actually making fun of my boots. Like,
we're making fun of your boots?
Yes, because I had like these really weird brown boots. I mean, they were pretty funny, and I wore them every day, and they were like boots.
Hey, those boots were made for walking.
Yeah, but they were my sister's friends, so like they weren't really making fun of me, but like they were still
known joke. amongst them
yes,
only.
Gail said Bobby for Robert. Exactly. Like I get Robbie, but where does the B come from? How does the B get everywhere? So
well, there's a B in the Robert.
But it should be Bert.
I don't know how it moves and doubles and stuff.
Is Bert
flips and quantum?
Is Bert a nickname for Robert or or is Bert a nickname for something else?
I don't know, but I know his best friend is Ernie.
I know, right?
I don't know. All these nicknames crack me up.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel. Chris said boots. Did not hear that incorrectly. Okay, no, yeah, boots with a T, but it's because of the boots.
The boots on your feet.
No, absolutely not. Cynthia said big eyeballs. I know, right? That's what he like. He always had he always had like a fear of being called like pee pants or something like that. You don't want to you don't want to be known for anything in high school.
In high school, yes, in high school, them kids is dangerous. You don't want to know anything about your private life,
and they'll give you a nickname and it'll stick forever.
So. In high school, if you can choose your nickname, choose it. So be like, no, my name is Punch in the Face Man. If you get me upset,
big strong guy. Oh my god, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
because see me, I've always had this size head. So when I was younger,
rock head.
I always. Excuse me. No, I heard a bunch of big head jokes. See, I was a big head joke.
Well, especially since your body didn't match, like because you had that thin, scrawny.
Oh, yeah, I was frail. I was super frail.
Oh, frail body, big head.
Yeah, but I was bendable.
Chris said all the cool kids pee their pants. No, nope.
So definitely don't do it in high school. That's all I'm gonna say. That will stick. Okay. If they were union, they'll be like, "Oh man, is that Johnny Pee Pants?" And
then you're 35 and you see him in the store, like, "Oh, Pee Pants!
Exactly.
It's me, Rockhead." So yesterday, Richard made delicious macaroni and cheese and corn pudding, and the pork was good too. Yeah, it was. I mean, I was just like, "Whoa, this is delicious food." And so we watched football all day. It was great. This morning, I was really proud of myself because I got up and exercised and took a shower. Like both those things have been way overdue. You know what I'm saying? So today is a work day. Like I said, I'm just going to do enough work to get by. I'm going to be catching up on some television shows. Tomorrow starts Outlander, so that's going to happen. But I also have a lot of work to do tomorrow as well. So, I'm just trying to, balance it out. It's all about balance. Stepped on the scale this morning. 194.4 plus 2.4. Like I said, these numbers mean nothing to me. They're just fake numbers at this point. They don't matter. I listened to another 75 Hard Q&A. And I just think it's, one of the things that she said, which I totally agree with, she was just like, don't overcomplicate it. Just do what it says, Drink your water, work out twice, stick to your diet, read a book. That's it. Now those things are going to be a lot more difficult in practice than in theory, but you don't have to make it extra super hard. Just, it's going to be difficult enough doing the things that you did. Cynthia said Costco cake. Girl, we ain't even opened the cake yet. That's going to be today, right? I only have till Friday to eat this cake. I'm only going to have a couple of pieces. There's no way I'm going to be able to get through the whole thing, but at least I'm going to enjoy
I'll take
what
it
I
on
have.
The chin. I will do the noble thing and ingest.
Ew. Wait a minute. Beth said, is corn pudding the same as cream corn and fried corn? Judy said, Autumn, what is corn pudding and how do you make it? You guys don't know what corn pudding is?
Nobody did. I didn't know until Amber gave it to me.
What?
Yeah.
We've been eating corn pudding my whole life.
That was my first time making it.
What? No, not making it, but having it?
That was my second time
having it.
Wow.
Corn pudding is basically it's more like corn casserole, but without cheese. It's like it's almost like a pecan pie, but with corn instead. So it's like,
I don't know if you're describing this right.
There's no crust or whatever, but it's really just corn, cream corn, sweetened condensed milk, milk, and then you bake it. A little vanilla, and then it firms up.
Yeah, and some eggs.
And some eggs.
And then you just whip it all into a little batter.
And then you bake it.
A greased dish.
Yeah, and then you bake it, and it's delicious.
It comes down to this little cakey corn.
He said, "I don't know what corn pudding is. I'm not that country." I I can't believe y'all don't know what corn pudding is.
It's okay. That's what. Come down to Kentucky.
It's so
Come down to Kentucky. We'll show you country.
I mean, granted, like I said, I normally only have corn pudding once a year, and that's on Thanksgiving when Amber makes it. Well, Richard had Amber's corn pudding. I didn't know that was his first time having corn pudding ever. That's amazing. But like,
this is really good.
He was like, this
cool and refreshing.
Yeah, and then he was just like, I didn't realize, but now he's like, I got to figure out how to make this, and you did such a great job. I didn't know that he didn't know anything about corn pudding till Thanksgiving of this year.
All you gotta do is get in that kitchen. Give me that kitchen. And
Beth said, nope, I'm not about savory and sweet. Nope, but it's so good. Like the corn is savory and sweet.
I would say it's more sweet.
It is kind of more sweet.
Yeah, I wouldn't say savory.
Mom said corn pudding is delicious.
Savory is if you like add a bunch of cayenne and red pepper flakes too. It's really more of a sweet.
Sarah said, is it like rice pudding or bread pudding except with corn?
Think rice pudding.
I feel like, yeah, I've never had rice pudding.
What the?
No. And I don't really like bread pudding because I don't like wet and then rebaked bread.
Rice pudding's better because it's smaller consistent.
He said it's fine though because corn is not keto, so I'm not missing out. Exactly. No, this is not keto at all.
Oh yeah, no, it's just one of those funny little dishes to learn. Yes.
But he made cavatappi macaroni and cheese. Well, cavatappi and cheese at that point, but which is like the corkscrew pasta. Oh, it's so good. I was like, oh my gosh, Thanksgiving who? Like, it's amazing. Oh my God. Dee said savory and sweet things are my favorites. I love pineapple on pizza. Dee, you were the live unfavorite today. You know, to be honest, people are so like adamant, like either pineapple's great on pizza or it's not. I've never had it, so I don't know.
Have so much stuff.
I don't. Well, because I don't like ham. So usually it's like a Hawaiian Canadian pizza bacon. With pineapple and ham.
Canadian bacon.
I don't. I would never eat that pizza. So if it's like pineapple and pepperoni,
I mean,
maybe,
it's a vibe.
I just don't like.
It's a vibe. You got to be in that vibe. Like Hawaiian pizza is really good if you like. Just chilling, relaxing, and I got a car in the world. Now, if you're really hungry and want to eat something, then choose a different path. But it's a vibe. We sit you with your little mimosa. Get you a mimosa and a Hawaiian pizza.
Ew. Ew. No. He said, OMG, my wife used to make a magnificent bread pudding using day-old donuts as the bread. No, that donut pudding? That sounds amazing, right?
I know, right? I ain't on that. Shoot, I've seen brioche done, but I
know. Actual donuts? Exactly. That's amazing. Okay, well, I'm going to get to work, you guys. Honestly, we need to get to the store and get this drain snake so we can figure out the bathroom situation. So have a great day, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Bye.
Goodbye, all. See you tomorrow. You're so beautiful.